Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, thanks for stopping by. If you're a subscriber already, thanks for coming back. Today we're going to be side dressing some sweet corn. If you're new to growing sweet corn, know that it takes a lot of nitrogen to produce big healthy stalks. So today we're going to be side dressing with this 4600 fertilizer, which is pure nitrogen. Normally before I plant sweet corn, I put down some aged horse manure or some other type of manure and till that in, and that'll kind of get the seedlings going until I do side dress. This year I didn't do that because I grew some beans over here last year, and that kind of adds nitrogen back in, and also had a cover crop of winter rye, but now they're at the stage they need to be side dressed. Normally you would do that when they're about 8-10 inches tall. We're past that, so now it's time to side dress with our nitrogen. Now we're using nitrogen, but you could use chicken manure. I used to do that when I had chickens, as long as it's aged quite a while, 6 months or more, because if you put that down and it was fresh, you could burn your plants up. So also I recommend wearing gloves when handling this stuff, because it definitely can irritate your skin if you get it directly on there. So I wear gloves, and I got a jar here, but first I'm going to take my hoe that I got over here and I'll show y'all how I'm going to make these furrows that the nitrogen is going to go in. Alright, so I'm just going to take my trusty hoe and I'm going to make some furrows in between each row of corn, and then I'll come back after I make those and I'll put the nitrogen down in between. Alright, so I got all my furrows made. Now it's time to lay down some nitrogen. I don't really measure it out, I just put down a good amount in each one. Alright, so I got all my nitrogen laid down in the furrows, so now I'm just going to take this rake and I'm going to cover up all of it, because you don't want to leave it exposed for, if it rains, you know, it'll splash up on the plants and that'll burn them up. You don't want it directly contacting the corn stalks, and also it could wash away if you get a heavy rain, and it wouldn't. You want it to get down in the ground, so you want to cover it up. So that's what I'm going to do now. Alright, so we finished covering all this nitrogen up, and now probably I won't do it now because it's pretty early in the afternoon, but I'm going to water it in. That way it gets down to the root as soon as possible. Today is Wednesday and we're not supposed to get any rain until Sunday, I don't think, so I'll do that later on this evening. Alright, so I'll probably side dress one more time, and that'll be whenever the stalks have produced ears and they start to get silks on them. That's when they really start taking up nutrients, especially nitrogen. As far as how much to put down, I don't really measure it, but you can kind of look at your plants and tell what they need. If they're a dark shade of green, that means they're doing good, they're healthy. But if you start getting that yellowish green, that means they're hungry and they need nitrogen. So very important, make sure your stalks look like this. You want them to be a good dark green color. They need the nitrogen, and I need plenty of water. Alright guys, that's going to do it for today's video. If you like what you see, give us a like, comment below, let us know how you fertilized your corn. See y'all next time.